Hello everybody, welcome to Ship Nuggets. Really excited to bring this video to you. We've been talking about relationships. Yes, relationships. And in the last video, I talked about the importance of relationships. This is a ship we are all engaged in, and this ship is a ship that connects with all the other ships we've been talking about: leadership, followership, entrepreneurship, worship, stewardship, you name it. All these ships thrive in the cocoon or in the foundation or the basin of relationships. So today I'm going to be talking about ingredients for a successful relationship. Yes, ingredients for a successful relationship. Every relationship needs TLC. Yes, TLC. Not necessarily tender loving care, which is nice, but every relationship needs trust. Every relationship needs love. Every relationship needs care, connectedness, and communication. And every relationship needs empathy and emotional intelligence. TLC. Yes. Trust is a vital ingredient for relationships. In fact, every relationship is built on trust. What is trust? Trust is just that sense where you're able to put something in somebody's hands, and that person or that person accepts that responsibility to be authentic, to be true, and to be real with you. That's trust. When you trust someone, you're able to give them your thoughts. You're able to give them yourself. You're able to be vulnerable with them. You're able to make that connection. In fact, the foundation for relationship is trust. And many times when that trust is broken, that relationship will not succeed. So trust, love is an essential ingredient for relationships. When I'm talking about love, when I talk about love, I'm not talking about something that's mushy, even though that may be appropriate within certain contexts. But I'm talking about social and moral love, love for your neighbor, love for your fellow man. I'm talking about agape love, the love of God, having that love. If you're in a relationship and there's no love, that relationship will not last. When you don't have that sense of care for that individual, that person, then that relationship will not work. By the way, trust and love, they are essential regardless of the type of relationship you're in, whether it's a professional relationship, whether it's a marital relationship, whether it's a spiritual relationship. Trust and love are very, very essential. Yes. Are you saying I need to love my boss? Absolutely. If you're going to have a very strong relationship with that boss, if you're going to have a successful relationship with that boss, then you have to walk in love. Now, having a successful relationship with somebody doesn't mean that it's always going to be easy, right? Doesn't mean that there are not going to be challenges. But the reality is that if you have the ingredient of love in your soup or in your ship of relationship, then things will go better. C, connectedness. Now, many relationships exist, and the individuals within those relationships are not connected. For that relationship to be strong, there has to be connection. I see this all the time, especially in professional setting. People are moved by an overall goal, a vision of the organization or whatnot, but there is no connection. This department is not connected to that department is not connected to this department. Even in the church, there's people are in kind of cliques. There's no connection. Even in the senior leadership within non-profit organizations and churches, people exist within that relationship, yes, but there's no connection. And so that makes the relationship stale. What are things that could connect you within a relationship? Well, your common values, your common goals. But outside of that, as leaders or just, anyone within a relationship, you must always seek ways to make a connection with that person in that relationship. And one way to do that is to communicate. Communication. That's the The C is also communication, because a relationship where there's no constant communication will fail. Communication is essential. You know, husband and wives communicate, friends need to communicate, professional setting people, you need to communicate. And it shouldn't always be just a professional kind of communication, but it should involve active listening. It should involve this next step, which is E, empathy. Empathy is putting yourself in the position of the next person, right? Putting yourself in the position of the next person. You're saying, you know what, I feel you. I feel what you're going through. I know what you're going through, and I'm here for you. And then also emotional intelligence, which is you evaluating yourself, being self-aware, and also being aware of the other person's emotions, being aware of the other person's limitations, being aware of the other person's strength, and then what? Merging the two together, merging your strength, your weaknesses with the person's strengths and weaknesses, having an understanding that, listen, that person is different, and that person may be going through something very, very, very traumatic, and I need to understand where they are coming from. So in a nutshell, those are the ingredients for a successful relationship. Again, does not mean that there are not others, but these are just the basic ones I want to share today. And, you know, having an understanding of these things will help us, you know, build strong relationships, grow in our connections, and take life to the next level. So till the next broadcast, which we'll be talking about the impact of having a deficiency in these things. I want to just say, every relationship needs TLC. We need trust, love, care, communication, and connectedness, and we need emotional intelligence and empathy. So till I bring you the next broadcast, I want you to keep strong. Keep building your relationship. Ask yourself, am I in a trustworthy relationship right now? Am I exhibiting love in my relationships? Am I caring? Am I communicating? Am I working in emotional intelligence? Ask yourself these questions. And so that's all I have for you. And keep strong and keep sailing to the top. See you next time.